And welcome back. You know, Thanksgiving is upon us. That means a lot of food all over the place. And it's a great time for a great feast that will leave your stomachs full and make you want to stand up and unloosen your belt. All right. Well, he had the great pleasure of sitting down with a young man, a chef, a banker, and an entrepreneur. He puts it all together. That's no stranger to the show. He's in the kitchen and cooking up a storm with his new catering business, Kim's Kitchen. Let's take a look at some of Kimanie Travoy's signature dishes. They're right here on BronxNet. Welcome to the show, Kimanie Travoy.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Wow. Wait, what do we have here? We got cameras all over the place. Let's explain what. Well, of course, that's a big lobster dish, but it's stuffed.
So, like I mentioned the last time we spoke, I like to bridge cultures and bridge just gaps everywhere. And Easter's coming up, right?
Yeah.
And traditionally on Easter time, I'm Jamaican, so we would normally do things like fried fish or escovitch fish.
Yes.
And I decided to kind of
selfish.
Exactly. I decided to flip it this year, and I was like, if you can put escovitch on a fish, why can't you put escovitch on a lobster? So I made escovitch lobster.
Look, she's licking her lips over there. The floor manager's going nuts.
Recipe to follow. Yeah, I've actually, kept my word too. I started recording content, so this is kind of like the first piece of content that I'm going to be putting out there. But like, I get these light bulb moments constantly.
Yeah.
And so I would love for you to try this one, man. This is one of my favorite things that I started to make. So.
And you got up early this morning and started hooking this up. Huh?
Yeah. It's a combination of a traditional Asian style of cooking a lobster where they normally would do ginger scallion, but instead of I omitted the ginger scallion and I just replaced it with escovitch.
Yeah, I see that. Whoa, and you got chunks, delicious chunks of lobster. You got to smell this. It has the spices and everything in there too.
Yeah.
What are some of the spices you put in there?
So
I can smell like garlic and some other things.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on. So traditionally, to do the ginger scallion lobster, you use a lot of ginger, a lot of garlic, and then it's made with oyster sauce and a little chicken broth. And then you balance that out now with the escovitch, where traditionally we use onions and peppers and vinegar. So you combine that together, and it's a wonderful little like flavor bomb in your mouth.
Wow.
And then that buttery lobster, fantastic.
Well, how do you stay thin and be around food all the time like this?
I am incredibly disciplined. So, like growing up, I was actually a chunky kid, and in my early 20s, I decided to, make a change on a healthier side. I was at Fordham University at the time, and I was trying to run to class, and I lost my breath, and I was like, wait a minute. Let's do something about this. And ever since then, it's almost like this strange, almost like internal body dysmorphia. Yeah. That was an homage to my 4-year-old self for my 40th birthday. I got a designer to recreate an outfit that's probably one of my favorite pictures of all time. And like I went to Aruba with friends and family, and it was a perfect moment.
This is a tough thing to do up here, Kimanie, to smell all the foods and everything, and you got the flavors going through your mouth and you're salivating, and I'm trying to ask you questions. I should put a bib on while I'm doing this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you share your story with our audience? Of course, you said you're from Jamaica, and how you achieved the success across everything that you've been doing.
A lot of this is attributed to being a first-generation immigrant. I came here, my mom always told me, like, if you're good at something, you might as well go for it and try it at least once, and you never know. And, growing up, as I mentioned, I was a little portly little kid, but then I lost the weight in my early 20s, and then all of a sudden, the next thing I know, I'm on runways and in editorials and on magazine covers, and but at the same time, it was just that self-determination of like, hey, if you can, you might as well try. And same thing now with my catering business. It was, a chivalrous act that got me here, but at the same time, too, I already knew that I had the talent and the background from cooking for over 2 decades. So I said, you know what, let's bring it to the public. And I utilize my food as a way to bring the community together, honestly. That's really where it all comes back. Because food, to me, is a love language. It's my way of showing love. And growing up, as a openly gay man now, I look back and I realize that what really got me interested in cooking was that's how I recognize love. That's how I felt it. So my memories of love are behind the table, eating with my mom and my aunts. So even at my events, at my pop-ups, I love, exactly. I love watching people sit down and just have a conversation over a bite of something that I created for them.
I would pull one of these plates over to me and start eating. I got the fork and everything here, but everybody in the studio is like, don't touch it until after we're done.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I brought the oxtail for you. I know we
There
mentioned
you
it the
go.
last time too.
Uh-huh,
Some oxtail with butter bean or broad bean, whichever one you want to
there
call
we go.
it. And then on the right here as well, I created like a nice little cool little jerk shrimp fried rice.
Yeah.
And a little bit of coconut milk to give it a nice little balance. And I like to wash things down with, I like to call it, you know how people say rum punch?
Yeah.
Mine is a little bit heavy-handed, so it's not a rum punch. In Jamaican, instead of a punch, we say it with thump, so
Yeah.
it's a rum thump.
Rum thump.
Rum thump.
Got the thump in it right there.
Rum thump. Yeah.
And it's just missing one thing, and that's it. Like when you get off the plane, you go to Jamaica, and then of course, you know, you're gonna get your cocoa.
Oh, yeah, patty and cocoa bread. Oh, man, that brings back so many childhood
That's next
memories. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, see, that's the other thing, too, that I
setting
would
it up.
love to do is I would love to, like, you know, just continue to explore different dishes on, like, certain days. So, like, National Margarita Day, I'm going to make a dish to go with that.
Watch out.
Cinco de Mayo, I'm going to make a dish to go with that. Barbecue month, I'm going to make a dish to go with that. So, you know, come back on in and share some of these creations as I create them with you.
So from banking to Kim's Kitchen,
yeah.
talk about the in-betweens. Are you still doing the banking?
I am still doing the banking.
Because you're making money, so you put
And
the
as-
money in the bank.
As a matter of fact, one of my favorite things to do is I actually love making lunch for my team. So everybody on my team has had my food at some point or another.
Yeah.
And that was part of the entire experience. So even when at my pop-ups, there's always a little section of coworkers who are there because they're like, okay, we ate this, so we know it's good, so we're going to come and experience it from, you know, a broader perspective.
Did they come up to you and say, hey, you know, can you maybe prepare something for Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a thing, and it's part of the driving force behind why I just will never give up when it comes to cooking, because cooking is my joy. It's my experience of how I showcase talent. It's one of the many talents, or as some of my friends would say, it's one of my many side quests. I'm a gamer, so I'll go on a side quest, and being a chef is one of my most amazing side quests so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kim's Kitchen, where's it located?
So Kim's
And you
Kitchen,
cater also, though.
I cater. And what I'm going to do actually for the summer is I'm turning Kim's Kitchen more into a traveling series. So we've built the foundation, and currently I've been hosting them at Sobro Garden in Mott Haven. But now we're going to also take it on the road and have these more private, curated experiences. Bring it to your rooftop. You have a 40th birthday to celebrate. Bring Kim's Kitchen in. A baby shower, bring Kim's Kitchen in. And we got you.
I was invited to dinner. I think it was there were correction officers, and they were higher up, you know, I think if they were captains and whatever they are, way up. And they invited a guy to come over, and they did all the cooking right there, and they had the coconut stuff and everything. It was so good. And I didn't want to be greedy, but it was so good I wanted to ask for more. But I said, let me just not show, you know, my greed in here, because I was really, really hungry, and I wanted more, but it was really, really good, whatever they did. So you'll be going around to different places like that, too.
Yeah.
You'll be on call like a doctor.
Yeah, almost. It's just like I'm a food doctor.
Yeah.
I'm here to inject you with a little bit of itis.
There you go.
Like, I even always say sometimes I don't fully believe in dessert. That's probably one of the things that also helps me stay a little bit together. I don't, like, if you eat my food and you're still hungry and you want some dessert afterwards, I failed. I failed. You should want a rum tum, and that's it. Go lay down.
A rum tum, go rub your tum and lay down. Or scratch it like this.
Yeah.
Good. So where do we go from here? What are some of the other dishes that you prepare?
So
I know you mentioned you're going to coincide with the holidays that are coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be a major part of what's going to drive the next phase of Kim's Kitchen. So we've already established that there are some fundamental dishes that I just am not allowed to not make. I have to make my oxtail. And my friends absolutely love my ginger scallion lobster, so I find new ways to flip it. But now, like you said, with the holidays coming around, every holiday I kind of want to create a themed dish, because one of my favorite things to do is challenge myself.
Yeah.
I can get bored very easily. So if I don't have something to look forward to in terms of like trying to make something new, then why am I doing it?
Yeah. So wait a minute. Do we have the plates ready, guys? You got the plates? Well, look, we'll fold up some napkins and pull out some. We'll make a plate. Right?
Yeah.
Great. Now, talk about the catering business. People can call you up and just
Yeah.
Say, hey, we want this. Can you bring this over? Can you prepare this for us?
So that's the next phase of it as well. So you
Or
can
you let
find
them
me.
know what you have to offer.
I do consultations.
Yeah.
I like to have what I'm cooking reflect what you would like as well. So lately I've started to do a lot more private settings. So you can find me on Instagram at Kimanie, K-I, 3 A's in the middle, N-I-E.
Yeah, yeah.
Or at Chef Kimanie. And I do one-on-one consultations with you to figure out, what's the vibe you're trying to get?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to insert myself, just like I insert myself into other cuisines, I'm going to insert myself into what your vision is.
So you do the psychographics and demographics. You want to find out who these people are
Yeah.
that are coming over to your house.
Yeah.
Who are you catering to?
Of course, because
Yeah.
like if you say you love somebody, guess what? You know that person, right? So if I want to cook out of love, I need to know who you are as well so that I can meet you somewhere in the middle. So that's why I like to have a personal connection to the people that I'm cooking with. And
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why I've kind of wanted to scale Kim's Kitchen back from just like a big grandiose thing that I'm not McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'm not, a fast food. I want this to be a full-on experience.
But you know you're going to have those people that are going to say, hey, you know what, I'm not telling.
Yeah.
They're going to make it look like they cooked the food.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't telling where I got this from.
But hey, when it comes to me, you can't. I don't think I can hide my flavors to save myself because I am bold. I am very distinct. So like when you have my food, there's a 9 out of 10 chance you're probably not gonna have it from anybody else because I'm crazy when it gets into the kitchen.
They're going to know after a while, nah, you didn't cook that. I know where that came. That came from Kim's Kitchen.
Exactly.
I know where it came from.
Exactly.
You had an event last month.
Yeah.
How did that go? Talk about it.
That was absolutely fantastic. And I know you had you're having someone from Louisiana, but that was one of the biggest compliments I ever got. There was a grandmother that's from Louisiana, and she came up to me and she said, "Baby, I don't know what you did with
You're an
that,
actor
but
too. Look at you. Say, start from the beginning, baby.
Bishop, baby, I don't know what you did to that, but that's probably some of the best oxtail I ever had. You keep doing what you're doing." And I said, you know what? If Miss Louisiana is telling me, and this is a Louisiana grandmama, no higher praise.
They know.
No
they
higher
know.
praise, yeah.
They know. You know, I am so tempted. Give me your website, email, and all that stuff. And while you're doing it,
Yeah, jump on
use
in.
this fork right here.
Yeah, jump on in.
What should I do? Just pull this over here?
Yeah, pull on a piece.
There we go.
See, fall off the bone.
Can I add some rice to
Add
it?
some rice. This is like a classic Sunday
Right off
dinner
the bone.
with a twist.
Oh, I almost said it. I almost said it. I was going to say, oh, shoot. Very good.
Thank you, thank you.
The taste explodes in your mouth. Very tasty, very tasty.
And that's the hope, the balance, the explosion, the bomb, the flavor bomb. I'm always there for it. I love the
very good.
reactions.
Tell everybody where to get this from again.
Easiest way to find me is via Instagram. I am at Kimanie, Kimaanie, and that feel free to DM, and I will. I'm a very responsive person when it comes to that. Everybody's voice matters, and I would love to just continue to explore different ways to collaborate and bring my flavors to the public.
Well, I'm chewing. Say hi. I'm Kimanie Travoy,
Hi, I'm Kimanie Travoy.
chef entrepreneur.
A chef, entrepreneur, model, banker, you name it. I'm a jack of all trades and I'm a modern day Renaissance man, but I'm here to honestly just bring people together through one bite at a time. Whether you're vegan, vegetarian, a full-on meat eater, I'm the kind of person where I like to meet you where you are because that's love to me.
Much love. Kimanie, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thanks for coming in, and thanks for sharing.
Of course, of
All right,
course.
we got the bibs. Bring the bibs and everything out. Bring the plates. You guys are welcome. Come on. We'll feast for a little while. Oh, we got one more? Oh, no. Well, we have 2 more guests, so we're going to put this aside. And can we eat in between the guests?
You sure can.
Man, I tell you, we wish Kimanie the best with everything that he's doing. He is truly kicking up a storm. Hope to have him back in the studio real soon. We'll take a quick break, and I've got some more open coming up next.